welcome to Drayton Manor, where I'm here with Alex for the fireworks 2019.
I'm back.
We're back for some firework fun, and of course got on a few of our favourites here as well at Drayton Manor. We've actually just had a ride on Shockwave, or should we say Shockrave, after our little vlog clip last time we was here. We had a good ride actually just on the front road, didn't we?
Very nice, very enjoyable.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing the fireworks tonight.
The park is relatively steadily quiet.
Yeah.
We've waited about 15 minutes for Shockwave, which is still pretty good to be fair.
Not bad for a front row, to be fair.
No, it was on reduced capacity because of the weather. The back two rows of the train weren't being loaded, so it did take a little bit longer than normal. However, it was pretty enjoyable. I quite enjoyed my ride on Shockwave. I always do, to be fair.
Yeah, I like it, and of course it has got some pretty harsh brakes when you come in at the end. You've got to brace yourself,
yes.
But it's a good coaster and it's unique, isn't it? You know. But yes, in terms of the fireworks tonight, going to be taking place at 7 PM over on the lake. We always stand there, get some really nice shots, a nice angle over it. And this year it's all space themed. So when we was walking in, we saw some like spacemen like all dressed up. So hopefully we'll get some footage of those for you guys, and of course highlights from the firework display. Now we have been told that this year there's no lasers and there's no fire effects in the show, so I'm really expecting the fireworks to be even better than normal. I'm hoping that budget has been spent on the fireworks themselves instead of the effects.
But apparently there's going to be a big inanimate object.
A surprise
element of this fireworks display this evening.
We don't know.
I mean, it's space themed. Could it be, I don't know, rocket ship? I don't really know.
It could be like a big spaceship, or it could be a moon. Who knows? But we've heard there's some surprise element because there's no lasers and no fire, so we'll see what happens. But it's always a good firework display. Fantastic Fireworks actually run it. They have done for many years. They also do the fireworks for the Magical Christmas event as well. So I'm looking forward to it. But yes, we're going to do a few rides. I'll put in some off-ride clips of some of the rides here at Drayton Manor, and we'll gear up ready for the fireworks later. There's always a good atmosphere as well with a lot of pop music playing around the park. Let's go around and have a little look. Just had a ride then on Air Race here at Drayton Manor, and I thought whilst we're down at this end of the park, I'd just show you some footage of G-Force, because we still don't know when this ride is going to be removed from Drayton Manor. It is set to be removed at some point. There's a lot of rumours and speculation going around about it, and also this site here as well. But as far as I'm aware, the coaster is up for sale and will be removed at some point in the future. So this could be potentially the last vlog ever here on Theme Park Worldwide that features G-Force here at Drayton Manor. But you never know, we may get to ride this coaster at some point somewhere else. Who knows, if it gets sold to another park. I mean, it could be a major coaster for a park out there. I mean, I think for Drayton Manor it was never a brilliant investment when it was put in the first place. However, you know, this coaster could work somewhere else, you know, and it'd be interesting to see it at another park out there. I doubt it would stay in the UK, possibly out to Europe somewhere, or maybe even further afield. But comment down below your best memory or least favourite moment from riding on G-Force. But I just thought we've got to get a bit of footage in whilst we're here at Drayton, just so we can see it, because you never know, it may be removed over this winter season. This is a good space to put in a couple of new attractions, so yeah, I just thought we'll put a bit of footage in. But there we go. Could it be RIP G-Force this winter? We know it's never going to operate again here at Drayton Manor. The park have said that in a statement, but it's more, when is it going to be removed and where is it going to go next? Just had a ride then on Maelstrom, and oh, she's running good. I'm going to miss that ride over winter. One of my favourites here at Drayton Manor. Now, I was just talking to you all about G-Force over there. However, just for fireworks, they've actually brought in a new experience.
A sensational experience, man.
Give me a new, come on. Put your drinks down, give me a new. And this is it, we're going to reveal it to you. Oh, it's not that. Oh. It's this, it's the VR Sensation.
Sensation.
So I just went up to a member of staff and said, oh, how much does it cost, assuming that it's an upcharge?
Absolutely free.
Free to ride. And when me and Charlotte were in Blackpool the other day, we actually went to the tower where they've got like a new experience called the Blackpool Tower Coaster. And we went on it, and it's this exact same system. And it was actually really, really good. So yeah, quite interested to see them put this in. Is this going to be more of a permanent thing next year? Or are they sort of trialling it and might bring it in permanent? Or is it just for fireworks? Who knows?
Sensational.
But at least it's something, and it's quite a modern thing for Drayton Manor to do. But,
very modern.
You know, they could have easily charged £3 or £4 for that, and they're not. So
they definitely need to get some new signage though, because these rides here offer me a lot of false confidence. There's one there, I think it's a Vekoma coaster over there.
Let's go and have a closer look at this coaster. Yeah, let's have a look. It looks a bit like a Dodgems car or something, and what's that track going on the side? Looks like a Togo or something. And then what's that? That's the building in France, I think, isn't it? Or the cathedral in France, I think.
I don't know, but everyone's having a great time.
Here we go, yeah, it's got a big
on the front.
I tell you what though, it's got a good throughput. Like, look at that.
It's like an omnimover, really, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
just
look at that. Amazing. Like, there you go. It's only got 2 seats, the actual VR experience.
2 riders per hour though, it's, you know, right.
They're getting people through it, to be fair. And yeah, like I say, it's the same system as what we did in Blackpool on with the tower coaster, and that was really good. So
I say it's a sensation.
yeah, there you go. There you go. It's got
What
audio
kind of
and
sensation
everything.
do you reckon it offers you?
Wow, a VR sensation. Oh, here we go. It's now moving. Look at that. It's got audio. To be honest, I like the fact it's free, and yeah, they're trying something a bit different. Maybe we're going to see something like this more permanent at the park, or maybe it's just for fireworks. Who knows? So we've got all the audio set up around here and all the lighting, and we've got some Star Wars characters out as well. You're right there. I like your light up eyes. They look awesome. Yeah, you got all the truss over there with some lights on, all the speakers set up, and this is where we're going to be standing along the front here, ready for tonight's fireworks. All the setups out there, as you can see over in the middle of the lake. Shockwave over at the back there, Stormforce 10, the Bounty. Really do like this central section of Drayton Manor. And we've got some stormtroopers over here as well. What do you think to the setup then, Alex?
It's very, very good, Sean. I'm very impressed. I'm surprised you're actually filming me on my own for
Well,
once.
I'm just going to look at this stupid top that he's wearing. You know, you look like a picnic blanket.
Sean, right, you know what? No, I knew you were going to do that. I've not been in a vlog for a little while, and I'm not going to stand for it anymore. I bought myself a little bit of protection. I'm not having you bullying me anymore.
A bit of protection.
protection, I'm not
Oh,
having
right.
No filming, no filming. This is your final warning, sir.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's
Don't mess with
got.
us, Sean.
No filming. Oh, that's
Guys,
it.
you didn't take me, so I brought
Oh no, they're both. Yeah, okay, yeah, you've outdone me on this one.
I win.
Yeah, he's got it. Can we get rid of them glasses whilst we're at it as well?
I
Shoot.
think they're very nice, sir. I think
You think they're nice? Oh, well, that's it.
Protection.
You've planned this, haven't you? You've planned it.
No.
Definitely not planned at all.
Bye.
Thanks, Stormtroopers, and yeah, see you
Move
later.
along. Move along, sir. Move along now.
Right then, so we've just come off the Haunting, which I really enjoy that attraction. Like, they've done a lot of upgrades to it over the past few years. Basically, a few years ago, they made the decision to completely upgrade the ride, didn't they? With audio, lighting, storyline, and it looked absolutely amazing. And then every year since, they've kept doing upgrades. And even though we're right at the end of the season here at Drayton Manor, we've just gone on the Haunting, and they've done even more upgrades since we were last here over the summer. Like,
It was a ghosty.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It was a ghosty.
basically, in the end, when you're led into the chapel for the actual Vekoma Madhouse itself, I was there, you know, doing a few funny impressions like I always do. I actually do like a little impression of the hand coming out in the middle of the ride, and there I was ready to do it. And then what happened? Like, a head
It was a ghost.
came out.
It was a head. Yeah.
I'm wearing a veil.
We got a head rather than a hand. It was a different limb to come out of the cockpit. But I tell you what, it's nice to see more of him. Really, to be honest.
Like, I think it was a lady.
Oh,
I think it was a veil. I think it was like a ghost bride. I think we're going down
we
Phantom
were sat at the
Manor.
wrong angle. We were sat towards the back of
Yeah.
the queue, so we didn't really get to see
Back of the
full-
queue. No, I didn't know you queued on a Vekoma Madhouse, but you know.
As of today, you do.
But back of the rides, weren't we? Like, so we were on the other side of it. But no, like, it has changed. But I tell you what, I do wish they'd put as much care and attention to some of the other parts of the park like they do that, because it always looks incredible. They're always fixing things, the smoke always works. There was a bit of an issue with the audio just, but it sounded like they put some new speakers in. When
The quality of the audio was better.
Yeah.
It just kept lacking at points, I think.
We went into the library and they've updated the visual in there. I know I said in the vlog earlier this year that they'd updated it with a lady now instead of a male. But yeah, like they've updated that again now. It's so scary for the kids.
I think we sometimes forget that that ride is very, very old.
It is.
And there's been a lot of new, different types of that ride out there in the world, but it's still a classic.
It
The
is.
Haunting is a very special ride, Drayton Manor. Come to the vicarage and
Experience
be
it,
spooked out.
Drayton Green Vicarage. Anyway, we've got 90 minutes to go until the fireworks at 7 o'clock. So we're going to get in position now over by the lake. Still lots of front row positions available. And we're looking forward to the fireworks. So like we said earlier on, we know there's no flames and we know there's no lasers. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how they pull it together.
There's a big object.
A big object, and I'm assuming more fireworks to make up for that space.
Maybe, who
But
knows?
we're celebrating make up for that space. Space themed show as well. I love it. My jokes are great, aren't they?
Absolutely terrible.
But yeah, we'll make our way over there. And coming up over the next few minutes, we'll capture the atmosphere.
Oh,
leading
another
up to
one!
the fireworks.
Atmosphere, space!
Oh,
Stop it,
okay,
stop
good.
it.
We'll capture the atmosphere leading up to the fireworks, and then of course put some highlights in from this year's show. Normally get a good mix of music in the Drayton Manor fireworks shows, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they've got in this. And
And you get the big dramatic voiceovers. 15 minutes until the fireworks spectacular.
I can't wait, but the atmosphere is really good round here. They've got all the disco lights going on, all the music pumping. We're going to get in position and we'll, go and watch the fireworks show.
That's a launch.
Here's one of them awesome announcements now as well. Can you hear it? Doesn't he sound like a cool guy? So this is a little bit different over on the Imagination stage. You got these spacemen here and these spacesuits walking around doing a bit of entertainment. And they got all the lights on, they're quite cool. 3, 2, 1, out. They're awesome. Oh, doing a bit of flossing. Oh, and down they come. Coming to interact with all the guests here at the park. I like how they do stuff like this though, it really adds to the atmosphere. So there's not long to go now until the fireworks here at Drayton Manor, and over the next few minutes I'll be putting in some highlights from this year's show. More people are starting to gather now all along the lake just here. The lights are starting to go off. Hey, female wide on YouTube, love it. And over the next few minutes, here's some highlights from this year's fireworks. We'll see you after the show.
Welcome to Drayton Manor Park's Fireworks Spectacular. We hope you've all had a fantastic day creating fun family memories. Join us as we count down from 5 for our ultimate fireworks competition winner to start our amazing fireworks display. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth. No single space project in this period will be more impressive to mankind or more important for the long-range exploration of space.
T-minus 60 seconds and counting. We passed T-minus 60. 55 seconds and counting. Neil Armstrong reported back when he received the good wishes. Thank you very much. We know it will be a good flight. Good luck and Godspeed.
It's the final countdown.
We are still to go with about 30 seconds and counting. 10, 9, ignition sequence.
can't go somewhere where there's cheese.
Sailing majestically among the myriad stars of the firmament. Can we imagine the sort of people that might live on a star like this? That is a clanger.
Houston, say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
It's on America's tortured brow, million hordes, from Ibiza to the Norfolk Broads. Bloomington, oh man, wonder if you'll ever know.
If you ask the question, why do you want to know the origins of the universe? I suppose the answer has to be curiosity.
The idea of travel to the moon is very old. Of course, no ordinary flying machine can take us there. The only answer is to use a rocket.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Rocket Man, burning out
Good afternoon, CNN. This is Tim Peake on board the International Space Station. I hear you loud and clear.
You might like to visit the moon? Well, I did.
like to take this opportunity to thank Fantastic Fireworks for their amazing display, JAP Sound for the music, and all the team here at Drayton Manor Park for their hard work in hosting this truly amazing event. Please note that a selection of rides will now reopen for you to enjoy until 8:30 p.m. this evening. If you are leaving us now, we wish you a safe journey home and can't wait to welcome you back for our award-winning Drayton's Magical Christmas.
Highlights there from the 2019 Drayton Manor space-themed firework display. And it was a near 25-minute show that. I think it was about 23 minutes, so longer than it has been for the past couple of years. It used to be that sort of length going back a few years ago, actually. And I thought it was a really nicely put together firework display. Now, it did lack having the lasers in there. I feel like the lasers were absolutely fantastic the way they reflected on the lake in previous shows, and it did lack that this time. However, I thought the actual quality of the fireworks was improved on the past couple of years. I thought there was a really nice amount, not really any sort of gaps, you know, it was very full. There was lots coming from the sides as well. So they have like launch areas, maybe 4, I guess, sort of around the side of the lake. And they come in from those angles, and they're also launching them up in the middle as well from the lake, so that was a really nice touch to it. In terms of the actual display, it was more low level this year. I think that was done purposely, so with them not having any lasers, so they could keep it a lot lower level and reflect the fireworks into the water. But I thought they did a really, really nice job with it. I thought the moon was good as well. We was all sort of predicting before what it was going to be. I thought maybe, the moon, they're going to hoist it up on the loop of Shockwave or something. But no, they had it on like a big cherry picker at the back, and then lifted it up a few minutes into the show. So that was quite a nice little effect. Something a bit different. They didn't have to do that. And with it being space themed and a lot of the songs being about going to the moon, it was nice how the moon was actually there at the side, and it looked really good. It was changing colour throughout the different songs, and then it stayed up for the remainder of the show. And I thought that was a nice effect. Overall, I thought it was a brilliant firework display. I think some of the music choices weren't great, and the mix in between them wasn't fantastic. But as an actual firework display, I thought they did a really good job, and I think it's one of the best firework displays they've put on. Is it one of the best shows they've put on? Probably not, because it needed some other stuff. Bear in mind, we've had lasers, we've had fire before, other lighting effects, and needed more of that back. But in terms of the fireworks themselves, really enjoyable. And yeah, I thought it was a good show. I'll be back to come and watch it again tomorrow. Yeah, enjoy it, Alex.
And another good night at Drayton Manor.
Yeah.
Seeing the fireworks to close the park. Well, I say close the park. The last like rides and attractions still open. I'm just looking at the lady with the big jugs over there.
Is that where we're going?
Probably. Looks like everyone's leaning that way. You're trying to drag us on Tower 5.
Oh, I know, yeah. What do you think to the fireworks?
I think the fireworks, for me personally, I felt I've seen some bigger fireworks over previous years. However, I think I enjoyed the actual show aspect a little bit more. As much as I felt a couple of the songs, I didn't really pick up what they were trying to resemble to in space.
Yeah.
A lot of the sections, especially the opening, I thought was probably one of my highlights, to be honest with you. The opening scene with... there
were some big bangers, wasn't there, at the end?
That song
was very atmospheric, wasn't it?
Thank you. Woo!
Star Wars at the end was really good.
It was very good.
So we had some of the bigger shelled fireworks going off. But no, it was a really good display.
Very nice.
Nearly 25 minutes, and I thought it was pretty much constant fireworks. I mean, there wasn't much gaps, I didn't think. I mean, if you're looking for a good firework display, Drayton Manor and the guys at Fantastic Fireworks that put it together do a really good job, I think.
They've lived up to the name, haven't they?
Yeah, they are. Well, they are fantastic. There you go.
Yeah,
but I enjoyed it. I'll be back again tomorrow actually to come and watch it again, because it doesn't clash with the Alton Towers fireworks, because that's coming up next week. And of course, we're filming a vlog from there for the channel, and visiting on all 3 nights for that to enjoy it. You know me, I love all pyrotechnics and special effects. And as much as there wasn't any special effects in this, I'm looking forward to Alton's fireworks to see what they pull out the bag for
Have
this
you
year.
ever seen the Genie in the Moon before?
No,
Thank you very much.
Well,
That's
I
a special
enjoyed it.
effect.
It was a good effect, and yeah, it was something a bit different.
It's
wasn't
very, very cool. Something unique, and that's what we love.
Yeah, it was different, but we're going to do a few rides.
I think so.
Park's not open till 9 this year. It's only 8:30. Originally, it was supposed to be 9, then it went to 8, but they've gone in the middle now with 8:30. So we'll do Apocalypse, a couple of the rides around here, and yeah, just enjoy a bit of the atmosphere here at Drayton Manor.
I'm still scared of Apocalypse.
Why are you coming on? Stand up, flawless.
No!
Let's go. Oh God, he's losing more air every day.
Please stop.
Oh, it wouldn't be a visit to Drayton Manor without a ride on Apocalypse. And it looks pretty quiet in here. Gonna start off with a sit-down ride, head round onto stand-up, do a few re-rides. They're on one of my favourite ever drop towers. I absolutely love it. All Tower 5's on down there as well. Stand up without floor, sit down. We've got 1 tower on. I can't see around the other side. I think we've got both of the stand-up with 4 towers in action. I'll put in some off-ride shots for you. spooky does Storm Force 10 look over there with no lights on? Oh, I love it. Like the Halloween ride on Storm Force 10, can you imagine? But yeah, just had a ride on Apocalypse in the dark, had a couple of rides, did stand up, also did sit down as well. And yeah, look at this, it's absolutely deserted. Just a little tip if you do come to this event, just don't head straight for the car park, there's no point. Like, I've just seen from the top of Apocalypse up there, looked out over towards the grass car parking, and they're queuing up to get out. Honestly, when they say on the PA system at the end of the show, go and enjoy the rides and attractions, just go, you may as well go and do it, as you are going to be sitting waiting in the car. I mean, look at this, like, yeah, there's hardly anybody here, and it's a shame because the rides are really quiet, especially when people have paid to come in. You may as well stay and make the most of it. So we're going to do a couple more rides.
We've got to stop finding places in parks that are quite quiet and mellow and relaxed, because then we start reflecting. I remember being 4 years old, having a photo outside a Storm Force's sign, Drayton Manor sign right here, being a kid, being here now with you, and going for a late night rave on Shockwave! Yeah! Shockwave!
Shock rave, there we go. So someone actually made a remix of me and Alex's song, what we did in the last vlog from Drayton Manor earlier this year. We started it over there, and he's made a fantastic remix.
It's on SoundCloud, it's on YouTube,
so
go
good.
Check it out. Type in Arch Nemesis, Shockwave, TPW Shockwave, you'll find it, it's on there.
I'm hoping to do a music video to it next season, to be fair.
But then the thing is, you need a lot of off-ride shots for Shockwave, and there's only so much of the coaster that's kind of
that we can
like,
see.
Visible, really.
You know, unless you can maybe get some permission to go towards the loop and stuff again,
the loop is quite far out of the way, but I mean, Polperro Express is a great way to capture that.
Polperro!
In the meantime, 25 years,
yeah.
Thrilling guests, hurting men. Time for a Shockwave.
Let's go and have another ride on Shockwave. So we've just had not one, not two, but 3 consecutive rides on Shockwave, all on the front row. Like, we timed it really well, didn't we? That we got up there and we thought, oh, we're going to be on one of the last trains of the day, and then we managed to have another go because there were still a couple of people waiting to ride, weren't they?
They did.
So they came and joined us, and they said, oh, you know, fill the empty seats, and then everybody was like, let's go round again, and we got it. And look at my hair, we are absolutely soaked. But what a way to send the season out with a bang, quite literally, tonight here at Drayton Manor. Really good firework display. I enjoyed it. It was really nice to see it. 23-minute display, lots going on, but I'm hoping next year they may bring some lasers and more of a show aspect to it again. In terms of the season here at Drayton Manor, I've not been quite as much this year as I have previously, and in fact you've only been twice, haven't you, this season?
All season, which is rare for me.
Yeah, I mean, you normally do a few visits, don't you, throughout the season, but
yeah, we do.
You know, yeah, I mean, I've been maybe 4 times, 5 times throughout the year, which is not as many as normal, but I'm really hoping that next year we see some form of new investment. And I know that's probably not going to be a thrill ride. I feel like the park's moving away from that. Yeah. But even just a family investment and more events, entertainment, you know, that can cater for the whole family
Street
and be really enjoyable.
Really key at Drayton Manor this year. Had the stage show back in summer, which I thought was very impressive. Rory travelling around the world. Things like that are very, very important. Obviously, Thomas Land is the main focus, but the family audience is key to Drayton Manor, and I hope that they continue to develop with that.
It keeps return visits as well. Then, like being a season pass holder, it keeps you coming back wanting more because there's more shows, and the fireworks are always spectacular. I've enjoyed it tonight, but I think, you know, with this being the last video from Drayton Manor of the season, and of course you've got to think as well, you know, we've been through a lot throughout the year. There's been a lot of changes over the years here at Drayton Manor. There's a certain roller coaster that you can see behind us. There's a reason we're not standing with a better view of it. That's because it's absolutely chucking it down, and we just got soaked, haven't we, there on Shockwave. But G-Force is a Mara X-Car coaster that's been thrilling riders since 2005, and you know, it's one of them rides that it's like Marmite, isn't it?
You love it
or hate it. Me personally, I hate it. I'm not a big fan of it. No. I never have been from the start. However, we've got a little song for G-Force.
It served its course at the park, and we thought we'd send it off with a little ambient just to finish the day at Drayton Manor in the pouring rain.
After our Shockwave little song earlier on. So G-Force, thank you for the memories, and yeah, we're gonna sing this little song. So here we go. Thank you, Drayton's G-Force. It's time you're on your way. You've made us scream and be in pain, but now you've had your day. We totally wasn't reading that off a phone screen, were we? Alright, that's it. Oh, we even got a round of applause, but there we go. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, of course, as always.
Thank you.
Thank you, G-Force, for the memory. Oh, I touched his nose. There we go, all the way around the season. Well, there we go. Thanks to all the staff, as always, here at Drayton Manor. We know a lot of the management here and a lot of the staff, and they always do a good job. There's a lot of passionate people here. I'm just hoping that for next year, we'll see something new, something fresh. And yeah, is G-Force still going to be standing behind us next season?
Who knows?
I doubt it. But here we go. Thanks for joining us, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you all soon.